you guys making it look easy in the postseason. I know it wasn't that way, but just put into words what it's like, first-year coach going to a state championship game.
You know, it's unreal. You know, I couldn't be happy for these kids, and really it's about them. You know, and when I got the opportunity to get this job as a head coach, I knew we had a special group. You know, I didn't know how special it was, but you know, they're writing the book, and hopefully we got one more chapter of the good book. But I couldn't be happier for these young men and all the work they put into, and it's definitely not easy. It's a lot of hard work for these guys. You know, they've been through a lot, but you know, they keep fighting, and you know, like I said, you know, I don't think it's really hit me yet. So.
Talk about timing. You have a great back in Will Shipley, but Wayne Dixie has been really running the ball like crazy these last 2 weeks. What is it about his game that's he's really turned it up?
Yeah, I think overall, you know, the line's blocking better, but you know, Wayne's just starting to play, you know, run. You know, he's ran well all year, but he's just really starting to hit his stride. And you know, I think his best football is obviously in front of him. But you know, to have those two backs and be able to move them around and do different things with them, it's just special. So you know, I couldn't be happier for Wayne. He's putting in all the hard work, and you know, he's reaping the benefits now.
Well, I mean, I gotta give it all to the line because I couldn't do anything without them, and I'm just so happy that everything that we put together just is coming to fruition. So I couldn't do it without these guys. You know, the line, the team, and you know, I have everybody's support behind me, so it's great.
What has it been with the way you've been running the ball? I mean, you talk about the line, but you're doing a lot. It looked like from video I've seen, you're very decisive in your decision making, really running with a lot of intent.
A lot of reps, and my grandfather's in the hospital, so you know, I do it all for him, and I do it for my family, and you know, want to get somewhere. So that's all. It's been great. I mean, I love these guys. I've been with these guys forever. I've spent more time with these guys than my family through practice and school. And so to do this with my brothers, my family, is just great. There's no words to really explain it. It just feels awesome.
Returning back to the state championship, your defense has been cranking it up in the postseason. Actually, better in the postseason than the regular season. Let's talk about what this means to you going back.
It means a lot. It's a lot of our senior years. A lot of us were around when we won the first one. So been cranking it up at practice and putting good game plans together.
And obviously, I didn't play as much in the first state championship, but to come back and play with the guys who did and help lead this team along with everyone else has been incredible.
You know, defensive coaches are coming up with a great game plan, a great scheme, and these kids are so smart that they can adapt to anything, handle really anything. You know, and they fly around to the football, they tackle well in space, and they're a physical group. You know, I think Weddington, you know, people talk about how, you know, we might not be as physical, but you know, I'd like to see other teams try and be as physical as we are, you know, day in and day out. So, you know, I couldn't be happy. You know, these kids are playing really hard, and they're flying around in the football, and you know, it's fun to watch them on defense.
I have a ton of athletes, so we had to keep them contained and handle it. But we did our jobs. Everyone did their jobs and played a good game.
And I'm sure when we were talking over the summer, the goal was to be where you are tonight. But could you ever in your wildest dreams think that you're going to lead this team potentially to the most wins they've ever had in school history and a state championship?
I mean, I have some crazy dreams, so maybe it's not out of the picture. But no, I mean, like I said, I knew it was a special group. You just didn't know how special it was. And, you know, obviously you got to have everything coming in. You know, you got to stay healthy, you got to have some luck, and you just got to have good timing. You know, and I thought we had a good draw, you know, and the kids bought into it, and we're continuing to play hard. So, you know, like I said, it's about the kids and the coaching staff. I just get to do the interviews, I guess. But, you know, I think they realize we got one more to go get, and you know, I think we'll practice good and be ready for it.